Hi, Collaborate, Elaborate. So, this week's theme is romance. I think one day I'd like to get married. Don't know when. Not really thought about it too much. I think I would definitely like kids. I think, as I've said before, having a kid is a really, really beautiful thing. Creating something, essentially, you know, the purest form of creation, where no inspiration is needed, just a penis. I've always kind of thought I was romantic, and always tried to be romantic. Actually, in terms of the traditional sense of romance, I'm not very romantic at all. I think the reason I fail mostly at romance is because when I'm with a girl, I'm myself, and as a result, I'm none of the things that romantic people are. I'm not calm, I'm not witty, I'm not collected. A lot of the times when I try and be romantic for someone, it's not appreciated because I think maybe at the time they weren't really in that kind of frame of mind, and I was trying to be romantic and thought, oh yeah, this would be awesome, and just it went tits up. I'm going to give you two examples where I've messed things up because I thought I was being romantic but just ended up looking like a weirdo. Both these stories happen a year later, so one was on Valentine's Day, or the day before Valentine's Day, and the next one was a year later on Valentine's Day. I once went out with a girl. She was probably one of my longest relationships I've ever had, and it was the first time I'd ever given someone on Valentine's Day. So you can see, Valentine's Day I tried and took advantage of that, tried to take advantage of it anyway, and it didn't work. Basically, she came to see me play an acoustic gig with my band at a little pub, and I bought her a rose, and I thought, okay, so I feel really boring just going, here you go, what can I do to spice things up? My friend Chris, he told me, oh, why don't you do something like pull it out of your fly of your trousers? And I thought, that's a wonderful idea. So I hid the rose in my trousers, like down one trouser leg. It wasn't dethorned, so I walked outside the pub to meet her, and I said, hold on a minute, hold on. And I unzipped my fly, and she stood back and was just like, whoa, what are you, and this is outside a pub. But the rose, meanwhile, had slipped down my trouser leg all the way to the bottom, and so I was just like, oh shit, and so literally I had the whole of my forearm in my trousers trying to get this rose out, and finally I managed to get it out, and the rose was undamaged, and I had a couple of scratches on my leg, and I was like, there you are, and she was like, oh, I thought you were going to get, not good, okay. One, not really the romanticest thing I could have done. Two, execution was poor. Second time I failed at being romantic was a year later. There was just a girl at my school who was in the year below me, and she was new, and I was intrigued by her. I really kind of thought, oh wow, she's different, she's new, she could be something special. Instead of actually going up and talking to this girl and actually acquainting myself with her, I decided to send her a Valentine's card. And each year my school do this thing where they make a little business where you pay £2 and they send someone a rose and a Valentine's card. And the message I wrote is, you don't know me, but I've watched you from around school and I think I like you. That was what I said, and from Charlie Pidcock. Apparently she did take the rose home with her, and she was holding it quite tightly, according to someone. I tell you what, actually, the one time I have succeeded with romance is for someone else. The year before, when I did the fly thing, and I was at school, and my friend Jamie came up to me and he said, mate, my girlfriend Ella, I want to do something for her, but I can't play the guitar or sing or anything, and I want you to sing a song for her, and could you sing You Are Beautiful by James Blunt to her? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. He said, but I want to do it in lessons, so I've got a timetable here, and, so during the day I was walking around with, the squad of people handing out roses, the people that paid for them, and so we went to the business classrooms, because that's where she was in business lessons, and we literally knocked on the door, and I walked in with my guitar and played to the whole class You're Beautiful to Ella, and she blushed, and she was just really both of them afterwards were just like, that was beautiful, thank you very much. And I felt really good because it does me good, and that's the only time I've been successful with romance. To put some footage in of me and Shelby hanging out when she was here, but I don't know how long this video is going to be, so you might see something, you might not, but let's see what happens. We just went to see Harry Potter 7 Part 1.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. It was very good.
Cool.
Since I haven't read Harry Potter, well, I've watched like half the movies.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched all of them very well.
Yeah.
But it was still really awesome, and I really enjoyed just the film as a film, not even the story.
Yeah, podcast later, by the way. I'll link down below to it later.